Alrighty, so it's oh, I don't know, it's probably around 6 o'clock, 5:30, 6 o'clock, probably closer to 6. Upper 30s, and I'm just out here roaming around. I'd say to my right over here, about 3 or 4/10 of a mile, there is our major highway. Can't see it, but I'm sure you can hear it. There's a trail right up there, and they've got a little lookout, and just on the side of that lookout is where I found that cache I did that video of, and right here there's another one. I'm not gonna mess with it. It's a kid's cache. I don't know if this one is listed on that website or not, but I know that the one over there is, if it's still over there. But anyway, I haven't been out here to this area in a few weeks, so I thought I would come out here and walk around. It's close to my wife's parents' house, and she's there playing euchre, and so I came out here. Guys aren't allowed, so I came out here to roam around for a while. Now there are deer out here. I've seen them. I have yet to be able to actually get any good footage of the few deer that I know are out here. And I have seen, back in there, I have seen a couple tree stands, but it doesn't look like they'd been used anytime recently. There are a couple tree stands out there. There's a good amount of squirrels and plenty of birds. And also there is a owl that lives out here, and I have seen that owl one time. It was a fantastic sight, and I so wish I could have gotten it on film, but I have not been able to yet. As a matter of fact, I've heard it a couple times, but I've only seen it once. And of course there are many hawks that live out here, and again, difficult creature to get on film. They're very, very skittish around here. I don't know, I mean, they're huge birds of prey. It's not like they have any real, you know, predators coming after them. You know, they're at the top of their food chain, so I don't know why they would be so skittish, but they are very, very skittish around here. I have not seen out here particular any coyotes or wolves, but we do have coyotes and wolves around here. And as a matter of fact, there were 3 of them a couple winters back. 3 of them living in the field in our backyard. There were 3 wolves that were living in some small woods out there, and they basically spent the winter out there. They destroyed everything that lived out there. They ate everything or chased it off, one or the other. And the place really hasn't had squirrels and stuff even really come back since then. There are raccoons and possums out here, of course. And again, I've seen a few, but I've never really filmed raccoons and possums in this particular area, but there are plenty of them. So, and back this direction, this way, is right now it's just weeds, but it's kind of an open field, and deer hang out back there. The last real bad storms we had brought that tree down. Used to be able to continue walking down that path right there, which I've still gone through there, but it takes a little bit to get through, and I'm just not going to do it. And then this direction here, we're going back out to the actual walkway. I believe this is called the Nickel Plate Trail, and it used to be a railroad, and they tore up the railroad and built a walkway, and so this direction is south, and this is supposed to eventually go all the way to Indianapolis, and we're about 55, 60 miles away from Indianapolis, but this is supposed to go all the way to Indianapolis. And then this direction is north, and this trail is supposed to end up going all the way to Michigan. So I don't know how far along they are north, but I'm sure it's not to Michigan yet. But it's an old railroad. This path right here is an old railroad. I see a bicycler coming along. I'll scoot over to the side here. A lot of people walk this. A lot of people ride bicycles on this. This is no motorized vehicles are allowed on this. It's only for walkers and bicyclers. So anyway, I used to walk this when it was railroad track, and there's a whole lot more wildlife back then. Then when the tracks went out, they let it overgrow, and it got to the point where you couldn't even walk through it. So then they developed the plan to turn this into a walkway. Right there, you can't really see it, but there's a woodchuck hole right there. Oh, he's not on a bicycle, he's walking. So anyway, so I thought I'd just come out here and walk the trail a little bit and see what I can see. I'm gonna get off this trail. I don't really like walking this trail. I like going back into the woods. So let's see here. Which direction would this direction looks like it would be easier, which don't mean it's gonna be. What do you know? Ooh, a little bit easier than I thought. If I don't fall and break myself. So now we're back on the trail, and that tree is right down that way a little ways, and then continue on this path. I have seen rabbits running across this trail. As a matter of fact, I have set up snares. A few years back I set up a couple snares just for GP, and never did catch any, but a lot more damage from that storm that happened several months back. And looks a lot darker on this camera than it really does in real life, I guess. Every once in a while I look at the viewfinder on this camera and I'm like, yeah, it doesn't look that dark to me. But this is a wonderful place to, nice little trail. It's not really being taken care of. It's not really a trail for people to actually walk. That's what the paved trail is for. So this one is completely neglected for the most part, which in a lot of ways I like. I'm really hoping something will, you know, big old deer or something will jump out. That would be kind of nice. Just get a little bit of footage of it. So the weather has been really warm for the season lately. I mean, it's actually gotten into the mid 50s and we've been getting a lot of rain instead of snow like we normally get. Here's some geese. I don't know if you can hear it over the sounds of the cars. Oh, there they are. I was looking too high. I don't know if you can see those out there. They're flying over a field. There's a field right over there. So anyway, let's try to... So this section of the trail, I don't really walk a lot. I came through here a couple times after the tornadoes that came through, and it was just so difficult to get through. I just haven't been back recently, and yeah, this tree right here is falling right in the middle of the trail, and I'm not 100% sure if there's an easy way around it. We'll go over here and see if well, definitely not. The ground's really mushy. Hello. I might have to come out here in the daytime, get some better footage. Nice little walk. So if we can't get back on the general trail here, I don't know. There we go. So this is has become, well, it's always been more of a game trail than anything else, but it used to be walked on occasion, but now that the, oh, let me bend down here. Now that the paved trail has been made, you don't really find too many walkers. A lot of nice little bits of mushroom on that tree. Like I said, I don't know how much of this is going to be really visible. The light on my bloggy that I'm using doesn't work anymore, and those of you who watch my videos know I dropped it and cracked the screen, and of course this thing's got touch screen things, which I don't really care for, but anyway, when I dropped the bloggy and cracked the screen, all those nice little gadgety things that this thing could have done kind of stopped working. One of them being a light. I love hearing geese. I don't know why. It's just fun to listen to them. So the likelihood of seeing anything running across the path is not really likely, considering that probably most all the critters are in their dens and nests. And well, look at the trail, turn to water. Come up here, maybe I can bypass once again. There's a lot of nice stuff to look at. Like I said, if it wasn't getting so dark, might even be funner. But do with as I've got. Let's see how mushy this is. It looks like, oh, kind of walking through a, ooh, there we go. That was almost a creek instead of a mushy Bulgaria. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to come back this direction in the daylight and do some videoing. A lot of nice stuff here. So anyway, I'm gonna stop filming right now. I'm gonna continue to walk, and hopefully I don't miss anything really super cool, because I tend to do that. I turn the camera off and something really cool happens. But so we'll come back through here during the daytime. Consider this like a little scout mission. How's that? We'll consider this a scout mission for a day I can come back in the and it's daylight.